welcome back to another episode of the Jacked Up Bear Minecraft Let's Play series. Thank you for joining me today. I have been taking some time off of Minecraft, and so I don't remember all the little things we have done in the past few episodes. About 15 of the past episodes have been pre-recorded and posted for about 2 weeks. I've just been letting them come out daily as per our schedule. If you're new here and don't know what I'm talking about, every day we try to play a half hour of Minecraft, get it uploaded, and just progress the world. We're doing that every day for 1 year, and it's a project of mine to measure my progress not only as a YouTuber, editor, content creator, but as a Minecraft player, as a video game enjoyer, as someone who considers himself a creative. And so this is my world. We've been working on it for over 200 episodes now. We've got some things to celebrate our milestones. We've got quite a few buildings here. Things we're working on, projects here and there. I'll go through a little bit of it too, just as the intro to the episode, if you are new. These on the left here are our celebratory pixel arts for our episode numbers we're reaching. So you remember, or you won't remember, but episode 100 was a big deal, but we didn't put a lot of effort into it because as we go on, we want to grow with our pixel art designs as we are growing as a player. So you can see the upshift from 100 to 200 there. This is the natural spawn of the world here. I'll pop on down here. The idea is that someday my friends, my family, people I enjoy spending time with will join us on the server, and maybe even some of you, some of the viewers. I have some longtime viewers now that have been big supporters of the channel, and I'd love to get the chance to invite them into the world to experience it, or at least offer them the chance to, download it somewhere and play it. But back to what I was saying. This is the spawn area, with the hopes that all that will come true someday and people will join me on this world. Or at the very least, my daughter, who I am not a father quite yet, but we are less than a month away from our due date of having our very first child, me and Jacked Up wife. It's going to be a little girl. I've never been so excited. It's something for me that I keep finding myself thinking, man, I've done it, I've won, I've got my life set up good, I just need to stay focused on my other goals and stay focused on what's truly important to me, and that's my family and our safety and well-being and our comfort. And so part of that is making little things like this, taking something that I've enjoyed my whole life, video games, Minecraft, and turning it into something or a place that I can spend time with my family and friends eventually. That's the whole idea, that's the whole goal. So from the spawn area, this is the first island I ever explored, and it did not look like this when I found it. In fact, I've terraformed the entire island down to pretty much nothing, flat, just down to the stone, and redone it. The only part I've left natural is this area, and I've added all my own flowers and things like that, and the cherry blossom. That is the Lover's Grove. We'll get there eventually, but the lore of the world is that there was once an old kingdom. From that old kingdom arose a society of builders. The society of builders went on to create things like the lighthouse, the Lord's Manor, this tunnel system that I have going on in here, these massive mines. And from there, the society developed. And then you can see some of the remnants of the older civilization here, like these towers, the base of old towers that I have here. But we also have the walls. So we have some old walls that go around. They're not too old. They're much fresher than these towers. The towers are one of the oldest structures in the world, but the walls are a little bit older, or a little bit newer, more closer to the modern day. And as time went on, we're developing lore for the portal area here. This is going to be an area where we were like, oh no, we have to do something about this portal. And up here, you'll find the Lover's Grove with Sir Squawks-a-Lot. But this Lover's Grove is actually something I made in dedication to my wife. There's a lot of pieces of this that are dedicated to my wife or my daughter. just because they're a big part of what I do and why I'm doing it. I mean, they're the only reason why I'm doing it, but also because I like Minecraft. So, this is a fairly new building. This is a storage area for the shipping industry that was started on the island to support our trade. We have lots of different items here going out for, different orders. Different people can, once they show up from the spawn someday. The idea was early on that they would come from over here, and one of the first places they would stop was right there, but I've split it now, so they have a choice. So they can come in here and look at all the building and the beautiful that I'm going to do. Because we recently built this little flower house here. Just a place for the flowers to be admired and celebrated. And I only have 3 different types here right now, but it's just a color theme. I have the dog house here that people can visit, which is all the dogs. We got quite a few named dogs. Some dogs aren't named. If you're new to the series and you want to name a dog, go ahead and leave a comment. Just know that any name you give me, I'm going to put a J in front of it. And they're all just going to be J names. And that's because some of our original dogs... Actually, where is Jeff? There's Jeff. This is our original dog, Jeff. But yeah, Jeff's been with us a long time. I suppose you guys are all... It's expensive to feed the dogs, you know? Jerry's one of the original dogs too. Maybe not Jerry, but there's some other dogs around. There's dogs over there, there's dogs everywhere. And they'll just be spread out over time as we find places to put them. And oh, there's our pink sheep. This pink sheep has just stuck around. I've never named it or anything or given it a name tag, but for whatever reason, it's persistent. It doesn't ever despawn, so I really enjoy that. Maybe it's because I've dyed it, or it's a dyed sheep. I don't know. But Sir Squawk Slot's just gonna hang out over here. I'll probably get him a buddy eventually. What else do we got on the island? We've got our little cow pen and sheep pen. So we got a bunch of sheep and cows. We started making a little garden area. We're developing this area a lot more. This was originally just the villager area, but it's now become kind of a city. And this is an apartment building. These are some smaller housing units. All their jobs are here. We got some tradable materials in here. Some of the dogs are in here. I don't know how Jari ended up over there in the corner. There's Jend. We got a small garden here for the villagers. A little area for them to visit. Some more dogs. A little pool. We've got this bridge they can go across. Eventually, I'm building a new village over here. Right here. And eventually I'll have villagers here. But for now, it's sort of just the chicken and pig farm area. So there's the chickens. And here's the pigs. Over yonder by this area, we're gonna have also the temple area. And so this is sort of I haven't finished it yet. Obviously, it's a big build, but there's this sort of what I'm gonna try to make look like a natural structure, like it got pushed out of the ground by something, and then it sort of became a place of worship for the society that was here, to the point where they had this whole ritual of things they would do to go and pray to this new object they find that has spawned itself from the Earth's crust. So there's a lot going on here. It looks busy. It is busy. It's a work in progress for sure. It used to be way different. It used to look way different, but here we are. I will show off. This is the storage building, not much to it. You'll see a lot of that if you stick around in the series, if you're new. And if you're a regular viewer and you're like, man, he's doing one of these again, you know I gotta do them once in a while. There's like a tunnel system here, but also a big mine and a big ore haul you'll get to see eventually. But this is the Lord's manor area. So there's a few structures here. There's this little gazebo type area. There's a small barn there I never filled with animals. There's part of the tunnels. This is a sort of meditation garden area. This is the dog house, or dog home. Up here is a sort of living space. There's a library upstairs, and even further up, there's more going on. To the very tippy top, we have space for a photographer, and just a little bit of more of a, just a different vibe. Things for people to explore eventually, right? This is when I really started working on my building and trying to make something different and unique. And this fox has been persistent. He's stuck there in that corner. So he's just my fox. But heck yeah. We've got some paths and stuff, some different things we're planning and laying out. There's a big quarry starting here. Things like that we're working on. There's a tunnel system through here. But yeah, that's the majority of the world. We have a mob spawner. We have a nice little area for the fish and axolotls. So I got lots of tropical fish in here. There's axolotls in there. Just some nice little builds I've done, things I'm working on, cool little projects. Really just trying to do all the things that I never got to do as a kid, or the things that I wasn't necessarily creative enough for at the time, or that I didn't have the time for, or the drive for. So that's where we're at in the series. If you're new, thanks for joining. I hope you stick along. Again, the episode is going to be about a half hour long. They are every day. I see that I've been yapping for about 12 and a half minutes now, which is a quite impressive yap session for me. I don't typically talk this much. The typical day, I'll probably talk here or there, or if something just pops into my head while I'm recording, I talk about it. Some days I record after work, and I'm pretty irritated by things I have to experience at work, and I talk about that a lot. I try not to be negative on here, but there are negative things that happen in life, and it's normal. But I try to be a place where you can come and enjoy a daily viewing of a series, of a world as it expands, as it grows, as it gets better. So yeah, I hope that's of interest to you. If it is, stick around. If not, check out maybe some of my other videos. I do like Arma once in a while. I got some other mini series I've been working on, like Elder Scrolls and Starfield, but I haven't played those in a bit. I'm gonna get back to those soon. Things got a little bit crazy with getting stuff ready for the baby and our own lives, so just took a step back from the YouTube stuff and started focusing on, what's most important, my family. But Minecraft will continue daily for at least a year, and then we're going to switch up the series. We're still going to do Minecraft. This will always be a Minecraft channel. But you know what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm going to go find something to do in the world now for the next however long I got. 17 minutes or so. All my shulkers over here. I'm really tempted to just start on this tower over here. I think I got the proper... You can't even see the lighthouse from here. That was like the whole intention of trying to get this thing up here. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm gonna start ending the episode here. I think we're gonna do about 25 minutes episodes for the next two. If you're new to the series and you enjoyed this, if the intro kept you around and you made it this far, leave a like. Yeah, we're gonna do this every day for a year. And if you're interested in series like this, if it's making you feel nostalgic about the old Minecraft series and things like that, go ahead and subscribe. Follow me along the journey. If you really feel like it, you could start watching all the 200 episodes of this series. By the time we're done, we'll have over 150 hours, which I can't remember what it's like. It's like a week of footage, that people can view. And I'm gonna stick with this for a long time. I've talked about it earlier on in the series, but playing video games has always been a hobby of mine. It really became a passion when I was young. A sort of escape for me and a way for me to stay out of trouble and to keep occupied, things like that. But also a way for me to express my creativity and to be myself in a way that I didn't think was possible in real life. And so that impact that it's had to my life, I've really tried to carry on in a positive way, and I think that most people should play video games as a form of socialization. I think games in general are just fun to play, and everybody's got a competitive nature and that kind of thing. And even if you don't, there's games like Minecraft for finding your way around that and enjoying yourself in the same way. So yeah, just trying to turn it into a hobby and trying to make it go for a long time. And yeah, I'm Bear. We'll see you next time.